Hello everyone, excuse me. Today we're getting back to a big job. If I can find the part that we need. It's a fuel pump. I ordered it from Yamaha themselves. It was quite expensive, so if anyone's interested, Yamaha in Australia, how much will a fuel pump cost? It's about $298 postage, all that sent to me. So that's for me in South Australia from Sydney. What they did is Yamaha World in Adelaide, they order it from New South Wales, their warehouse, and then ship it to them, check it's the right part, send it to me. So these guys have been really well looking after us for many years at Yamaha World down there in Adelaide. Definitely hit them up for any bike parts, gear, all that sort of stuff. They're all there. They are really good. You can buy stuff online from them. So we're going to do that fuel pump today when I can find it, wherever it's gone. I've put it away in a very safe place, as we always do. So yeah, once I find that, we'll get into it. I'm probably going to have to do a lot of draining of the fuel, of the tank. Here we're going to drain all the fuel out of that, take all the bits and pieces off again. We'll have a bit of space here now, so we've got a bit more room to work, so we're going to put everything to one side. We're going to get right deep down into the neck of where it is. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is what it is, and it's just the fuel pump. I'm really thinking it is. When you sort of play around with vehicles and things like that, and especially with motorcycles, with this bike, I always noticed when I turned it on, it would make a little noise before it would start up. Especially if the fuel pump hadn't been started in a while. So it's not making that noise now. So I'm thinking the fuel pump has died because it's just sat around for 2 years. Because I've just been trying to get my chronic condition in order to a point where I can start riding again. So that's taken 2 years with multiples of tests and x-rays, but anyway, I digress. So let's get into it, and we'll phase out, phase back in, and you'll see me doing some things. Right, so tank's been removed. I've drained a lot of the fuel because I just wanted to get a lot of the fuel out of the way. So next we're going to get these off, and there's a couple of bolts on the front there, so we'll place these in here. Sorry if you're moving around a bit, viewers. I've only got my neck one today. I might try and find the tripod one. Bear with me while I change position. Right, so a couple of 10 mils there. I'll just move this camera a bit more. Right, I think they're 10 mils, so we'll grab them. Where is my 10 mil gone? There it is. And then what we got to do is it's deep in this neck here, like I said before. So we're going to get in there. Get the old pump out. Right. So they're just two collars like this, as you can see. I'll show you in a second. Essentially just two collars that go in like this underneath, boom. So put them out of the way. Now, right in there. So I'm going to move you around the other side, and we're going to try and attack it from the other side. Come with me. Right, there we go. You can somewhat see what I'm up to now. the way. It's just a heap of wires here. And there's the taco wire, there's the... Right, I might tape them up out the way. Nothing too crazy, just a bit of... I don't need to tape them hard, just like that. Let's tape them out the way for me. That's what we're going to do. And now, right, we're going to have to, I think we're going to have to remove these because I need this room. So, remove our pod kit, at least this one. As much as that is frustrating. Put that in 3. Right, I've got full room now. I can. Yeah, look at that. Look at all this room, eh? Now that's just a plastic clip that holds that line onto there. Just basically keeps it nice and snug against the frame. Let's try and get it without breaking it apart. Oh, look at that. Like magic. Like magic. And from what I saw online, you just lift this up. Pop, pop. And out she comes. Rightio. But we're going to have to make a feck ton of mess here and just... something's holding it in place. What the... Sorry if I'm in your way, viewers, there. I'm just trying to get this out. It's only a whittle thing. Oh yeah. Let's undo that fuel filter. Rightio. Fuel's just gone everywhere. So we'll chuck that outside on that rag that I ruined earlier. Grab ourselves another pair of these. Because when you're playing around with fuel, you don't want to get it on your hands. It can burn, it can irritate. If you go to scratch your eye and all of a sudden you've got premium or whatever fuel you use straight in your eye, your ear, or wherever else you might be scratching, if you might be a dirty person. So, we might just remove that hose as well, I think. Pliers. Right, bit of WD, CRC, brand I like to use. Oops, I forgot my tank was there. Don't worry, she has been on many adventures and she's pretty scratched up in certain places, so doing a slight little tap like that isn't going to hurt her too much. There we go. Right. Once again, we'll grab the tape. I'll just grab this. Just to hold that out of the way, because it's got fuel yet. The last thing I want to do, we should have nothing now really holding us in the way here. The only thing that's in the way is this plastic clip. Now, how do we get that off? I'm going to have to break it, viewers. I'm going to have to break that plastic clip. As much as I don't want to, because it will retain factory thing, a cable tie will suffice. I might be able to salvage that actually. Let's keep that. Righto. Now, I believe there's a wire. Just absolutely destroying my sunglasses today. There's a wire at the back of it. I'm just going to work out where that wire goes. Is that it there? Must be the other side. I think it's a little black plug, to be honest. See the borders? It's definitely got to be a little black plug, I think. Start looking through these plugs here. Where's that one go? That one goes down there. Let's just trace him. You're getting a good view of the view that you probably don't want to need, but that's alright. Right. Here we go, people. Oh, you're getting the message. Righty-o, I got it. Right, that's that one out. I don't think the new one comes with this cradle, so we're going to have to take this cradle off. Put some CRC. Do it again. Alright, get a bit of CRC underneath. There we go, now we got it. Right, let's remove that. Let's remove this. That's the old one done. So that came off of that side there. So I'll just leave it on there for a sec. I'll grab the new one out of the box. Because all I want to make sure is I put that inlet on the last one ties with all this stuff. So, like that. We follow that. It's this one here. Thankfully, the hoses all look pretty good actually, considering. And that goes in there, there like that. From memory, that goes like that. Right. So let's install this baby back into place. First of all, finding the plug. There it is. If you're ever doing this, it is a heck of a job to get these plugs, because you've got nothing to push against, so just keep going until it clicks. You have to use, there we go, see, it clicks ready. Right. We'll run the cable wherever the heck we need to for now. Let's, oh shit. Let's get that down like that. The wire out the way. Happy Anzac Day to everybody here in Australia too. You know, we've done our minute of silence earlier, so we've done all that. Said our thank yous to our Anzac soldiers who fought to make our country as great as it is. So thank you to them. Right, one thing I have noticed, using the CRC to get the rubber off, it's a great idea until you want to try and put it back on, and then it just keeps sliding around on the new one. Right, so I think we're in position now. This is why I always wear gloves. Looks like the wind is picked up. Let me fix that. I would have thought by now that the level of quality of our videos I would remember such things, but obviously not. So here we go. Let's try and get that in. Screwdriver. vacating lugs, and they're very frustrating to get it back on because the rubber's so flimsy. The last thing you want is your fuel pump just rotate around all the time. That's it, I think. Now we can turn that. We can turn it inside. Right. So, fuel pump, new fuel pump is in. I'm going to change my gloves. And again, I'm getting holes in them. We're going to run these line back into it, put the fuel filter back on, that back on, and see if she'll just start under her own reconnaissance. So we're getting excited now. I am getting very excited. It's been 2 years since I've heard her run for longer than a few seconds. I think the longest it ran was 35 seconds. There's a video of that, me trying to get it to do that. So, what's this here? This is why I don't use like electrical tape, I just use simple masking tape. One, it's a bright colour, you can see it. So it just comes off so easy like that. The electrical tape. Once you're taping up electrical things for constant use, it's not ideal. Right, that black plastic tab, see if we can put that back on, eh? I might just cable tie it because that's going to be really annoying to try and get back on. Right, we'll switch the angle of the way that you don't even need that anyway. What does that do? Absolutely nothing. Right. Oh, it sits there anyway, so that was a silly design. Fuel filter. Pitch anything because I've got it on off before I did it. You'll think it's in off mode and not in reserve, which is no good. That's okay, we'll give it a go anyway. We're going to try. This pod kit I created myself, bit of trial and error. Well, this took a long time to get. Everyone was people making them online and stuff. And I basically just grabbed a Dynajet kit and then I grabbed a Manuki carbs. I made the kit myself, and it is fucking unreal. When I say it's unreal, it is bloody unreal. There's the key. Right, we have power. Oh, doesn't that sound unbelievable? Fuel pump. We want to prime it a few times. We want to put the tank on and fill it up with fuel. That's what we want to do. Because without that, there ain't no fuel in it. Right. So, let's put the neck thing back. I'll put the fuel tank on. Then we'll prime it properly without priming it dry. And then we'll cut to it starting. Righto, moment of truth everybody. Let's prime this fuel pump. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to go, wait 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Rightio, here we go. Righto people, so that's basically it. It's running. I'm going to tune it myself because I've got the carb tuning kit. I'm just going to put all the tank and the air intake stuff all back together, top it up with fuel, then I'm going to tune it and get it running right. I'll just let it idle for a good 10 minutes because the oil had been sitting there for 2 years not moving, so I wanted to make sure it's all moving around. I am going to take it for a little bit of a light run this afternoon, just around town, nothing too crazy. Maybe just out to the 100 zone and back. I'm not going to go too far because my insurance is not for, it's for laid up cover at the moment, it's not for that, so I don't want to go too far, have an accident, cause a problem. Won't get insured, she'll be wrecked, I'll be fucked. So I'm going to fix that up. I'm going to go get the same again from Yamaha Royal Enfield up in Yamaha World in Adelaide, down on South Road there at Melrose Park. I'm going to get them to send me up some more oil and an oil filter for it. We're going to drain the oil filter. Just because that's been sitting around for 2 years, it's probably not the best oil. The diff, I think I've got diff oil around here for it somewhere. Yes, I do. We've got some Yamaleave shaft drive, so we'll probably drain that. Put some new stuff of that in there as well. Because why not? It's just been sitting around. It's, you know, you might as well just drain it. It only takes about a litre or something. So I might as well just drain that. Put some new stuff of that in there. And just do an overall health check. Check the another video we might do. I'll do all of that sort of thing. Check the tappets, make sure they're all in right. Get it all ready so that we can take it on a ride. Look at this, a puppy. Take it all on a ride. A decent ride with me and my partner. We're going to get back into some light motorcycle riding again. I was part of clubs and stuff for a long time, which I probably mentioned in my last video. I'm not interested in that anymore, just like the feel of being on a motorcycle. So yeah, puppy's beckoning me to throw her ball, so I better do that and then get back to what I need to do. So everybody drive safe, ride safe if you ride, stay shiny side up as we say, and see you on the next one. Bye.